Catching up here at the end of day number 3 with Ty Tessmann, again, fastest in practice. Track was a little bit slower today, but your car still looked great.
Yeah, it was good. I don't know if it's a lot slower. I'm not sure what, because it doesn't really feel all that bad. It's just I was kind of overdriving the last one, so it's not quite as fast. But my car's been good. We're trying to test a little bit of main tires to see what's going to last long. But it's been working really good, and we're happy with everything. Looking forward to tomorrow's seating.
You've got quite a bit of fans already in our chat room, everyone cheering for you because you've done so well in practice so far. Does that add any extra pressure, or are you just here to get a job done?
It's a little bit more pressure, but the world is always more pressure, so I just try not to think about it and just run my runs and just try to drive my races, I guess.
We saw at the Nationals, you weren't exactly the fastest car all week long, but when the main event came around, you were ready to go. Does that mean that the Worlds kind of plays in your favor, knowing that you don't even qualify directly into the Worlds, you've got to into the main, you've got to race your way in?
It does, but it's important to qualify too to get a good spot in the semi, and then be able to get to the front and not battle in the back of it. But it's a long race, and anything can happen, and it's still really early in the race. So it's the official practice still hasn't even started, so we're still pretty early. But we just kind of take one day at a time and just see how it goes.
What do you think about having so much practice? I mean, it's got to be expensive. We've already been here for several days. Everyone's going through tires. You're running pretty much a new set every run, and that's just a lot of driving before the racing even starts.
Yeah, it's a lot of practice. I kind of like the races that don't have so much practice, but it is what it is. And we didn't get a warm up, so it's kind of nice to get familiar with the track. But you just kind of have to conserve your car and just try not to get lost in setup.
What do you think of the track?
It's really cool. It's super high bite, which we're not really used to with 8 scale, and it's super fast, which is we were kind of prepared for that because we knew it would be a European layout. But it's really fun for how flat it is and fast here.
So if you've already had such a great week so far, tops every day after practice, what are you going to do with your last 2 rounds tomorrow?
Just try to get clean, consistent runs. Try not to crash. It's going to be super close, and you just don't want to make mistakes. I think that's going to be the key.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's Ty Tessmann, fastest every day so far that we've been here at Naxos World Track in Italy, and looking for his first World Championship. Sitting here taking a load off with TLR's Nitro frontman here, Adam Drake. And your car's looked really good so far in practice, and it seems like the whole team's really coming along.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have so much practice, more than normal, so we're and not only that, it's a unique surface, so we've kind of been all over the map trying stuff, but as practice is kind of closing in, all the guys have kind of gotten up to speed and all pretty much on the same page, and looking forward to going in the seating practice and then qualifying.
Now, what do you think of the track? I mean, not only is the surface pretty crazy, but the layout is really fast with a lot of tricky technical sections, and you're one of the few guys that's been able to nail the option lane.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, the track, the whole facility here is great. It's very unique because we don't race on this type of surface ever. But I think it'll be really good for racing. Like you said, there's some option lines that you can kind of risk to try to make up a little ground. Can also hurt you really bad. But I think the key here is just staying smooth, clean, consistent laps, because the Marshall points are kind of a long ways away from the places where guys are making mistakes. So it should be good once we go on the racing, and it should be fun.
Typically we saw, 5-10 years ago, especially, the Americans had come over to the European tracks and struggle. And a lot of that because just the lack of experience, not only in 8-scale racing, but definitely on these kinds of tracks. And so far this week, we've seen a lot of the drivers from the Roar block are already running up front.
Yeah, it's cool to see, the Americans run strong, because this is definitely not an American track. There are some jumps, but it's the surface and even kind of the way the jumps are laid out, it's nothing that we ever get a run on. But I think we have a strong showing so far, and hopefully we carry that in the actual race.
And TLR and the 8 platform have had so much success in North America, and still looking to gain a little bit more ground in the European market, and of course still looking for that first World Championship.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's it's kind of the ultimate prize. It's what we all want, and hopefully next Saturday we have our first in 8 scale.
Well, with 3 national championships, that'd be the perfect cap off to your resume. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just finished crushing some Italian pizza with hard-boiled eggs on it here in Ryan Mayfield's pit. And Team Losi, brand new Team Losi driver here for a JConcepts pit report, JConcepts team driver.
Yep.
And had a little bit of a learning curve this week, not only still getting used to the Losi car, but also this pretty crazy track.
Yeah, we came here. We didn't really, nobody knew what to expect. Kind of came here with an open mind and open playbook, really. And we knew we had a lot of practice, so we didn't really rush into it. Today, made a lot of good gains. And yesterday, I went a little backwards, went a little Hail Mary in the last round as far as setups. And didn't work, but at least I learned what not to do. And then today, we went a few steps in the right direction. I think I got a couple more steps to go. To be as fast as Ty and David, but the consistency's been there the whole time, which is good. And so far, I'm really happy with the performance of my car and, you know, the performance of the new team, and everybody gets along really well, and it's a good atmosphere.
We've heard a lot of opinions both ways on what it's like to have this much practice, but, you know, for someone who just joined a brand new team a couple of months ago, this is probably a nice thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, everybody probably appreciates a little bit of practice on a situation like this where nobody's been here before. The surface is very unique. I think even if we didn't have a lot of practice, the fast guys would still be the fast guys. It's not really going to change that. But I don't mind the practice. At least it hasn't been raining and hasn't been, you know, the track's been really consistent. It's not falling apart. So, you know, I don't mind it. We're just hanging out in Rome. We're racing RC cars. It can't really be that bad. So I'm enjoying myself.
And we're only a couple of blocks from the beach. I mean, the hotel's really nice. It's just like kind of being in a whole different world compared to America.
Yeah, it's a little different. You know, it's a unique, small little area where we're at, and everything's really compact and crowded, and there's some neat little pizza places around here we go check out. And we don't have a rental car, so we're just kind of walking around, checking it out. We did a little bit of Horizon meet and greet last night at another track down the road, so it's been a pretty unique experience. I've done a few new things with the TLR team that I never did before, and so far, like I said, it's been fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying it before it's time to get down to business. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
That's Ryan Mayfield, a brand new TLR team driver here for a JConcepts pit report. I'm looking forward to seeing how he does this week. We're standing here in the pit area. Caught Yannick Aigoin from Team Associated just as he was getting ready to leave. You're running the brand new Team Associated car this week, and you haven't had a whole lot of time with it. So what's it like getting used to this track and the new car?
Basically the track is so specific, so different from what all we have tested, but it makes no difference having experience or not, because basically it's a totally different setup for every guy, I think. So it's cool. The car is really easy. We are happy. We are working well together. It's still practice, but I think we have the right pace. So not 2 or 3 guys really fast, but we are right behind. So we'll try to work a little more and get what we miss.
There aren't a whole lot of those cars here. It's you, Ryan Cavallari, and Neil Craig. But those are about the 3 fastest drivers that a company could ask for when they're showing off a brand new car.
I don't know, but we have done good, and again we are working good all together. It's a small team, so easier to like communicate and talk and work together basically. So with Koji and Brent and the pitmans, we are all working in the same way, and at that time it's really good.
You've had quite a bit of success at the European level, and you've been very fast at the Worlds before. But you've seemed to fall victim to bad luck a few times. Is this going to be the year that you break through?
I'm not sure. I'm getting old, you know. so there are many new kids that are incredibly fast. So will be very difficult. But I have the experience, so we'll try to use this and not make the same mistake. And we'll see on the main day. But I'm happy at the moment to be where I am. I think I'm finished 5th of the practice, so it's a good start. We are here for 4 days and it has not been started yet, so still practice again. It's not a long race to come, so I know what it is. Could be a good start and a bad hand and reverse. So I'm just working, trying to do my best all the time, and we'll see. I'm not the favorite for this race. I know this. I will do my best.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tatiana Keigwin from France, racing here in Italy, and having a good start to the week so far.